Hello, welcome to Pinoy Video Gamer. My name is Edwin. So we'll be talking about the pre-launch ng Xbox Series X and S and the PlayStation 5. So ang idea kasi natin dito is we'll be talking about it, yung pre-launch. We'll not be talking about the hard specifications kasi they're very close together. I'll be splitting this up into two parts. Kasi nung in-edit ko, it's just taking too long. Feeling ko kasi kung tatapusin yung buong video, aabutin ng another week to finish everything. So this is already took me 2 weeks to work on. So I'll split it into two parts. Right now, it's part 1. We'll be talking about the Xbox Series X and S. And sa part 2 naman, we'll be talking about the PlayStation 5 and what I think kung sulit ba yung ginawa nila. I'm not really saying but sulit siya in terms of price, in terms of lang, yung parang, did they do enough? If you're ready, let's get all going. Let's talk about this. Hello, welcome to Pinoy Video Gamer. My name is Edwin. Maraming reviews na lumalabas sa 9th generation game consoles. Personally, I can't really test out the consoles kasi wala naman ako nun. So, ibig sabihin, kung merong interested mag-sponsor sa akin, yay! Anyway, back to the topic. So, pag-uusapan natin ngayon yung impressions ko regarding sa mga consoles na nalalabas na coming month. Note na sa Pilipinas tayo. May nakita ako lately date kung kailan lalabas yung PS5, I think December yata. First week of December yata, if I'm not mistaken. Xbox, we don't really know. Alam mo naman, supporta ng mga game console companies dito sa Pilipinas, it's not really strong. Even though we really want na sana supportahan naman tayo because we love game consoles. Enjoy naman tayo sa mga games. Addict tayo sa mga games din kasi mga mahilig. Lalo na maraming mga mahilig dito sa mga PS5, mga PlayStation at mga iba ma-addict naman sa Xbox o mga iba addict din sa Switch. Pero yun nga, mahina ang suporta sa atin but we just love games regardless. Interesting yung matchup ngayon. Well, actually it's almost the same as yung last generation. Very close ang technical specifications ng consoles this generation to the point na parang minor differences lang talaga sila, especially on the high-end versions. Yung Microsoft kasi naglabas pa sila ng isa pang console na medyo mahina so we'll talk about that din. Pero ang masabi ko din dito is based sa mga reviews na ginawa lately, both consoles, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, performed very well. Yung mga test na nakikita na sa mga reviews, ang ganda ng mga performance niya. As in, yun nga, it's very close. Halos lahat ng games nag 60 frames per second. So performance-wise, there's very little to say. So pero pag-uusapan natin yung anong features ng dalawa at ano yung mga problems din. So, let's start sa Xbox Series X and S. The thing is kasi, mas nagpakita sila sa mga influencers, game reviewers. They sent it really early. Like, I think, a month early or possibly even earlier pa. So, maraming naka-test agad. So, para makita nga agad kung stable nga ba talaga siya, okay nga ba talaga yung performance, if there's any other issues. Kasi they never said naman na yung mga review units na nakuha ng mga influencers at reviewers, hindi pa final yung system. Pero in terms of performance, it said that it should be almost identical. Recently, I think a few weeks ago, parang nakuha na yata nila yung actual unit. Pero yun, it's very small lang naman ang difference, I think. So yun, yung Xbox X and S, nagkaroon nga ng dalawang version. Yung Series X na medyo mataas ang processor niya, ito yung medyo halos katapat nga ng PlayStation 5. Meron din Blu-ray drive, tsaka design siya sa mga 4K TV sets. Tapos yung Series S naman, meron siyang slower processor Pero sabi naman nila, even though it's slower ang processor niya, ano pa rin daw, it can still perform almost identical to the Series X. Ang difference lang is it's just designed for HD and 1440p. Tsaka wala nga siyang Blu-ray drive. So, ang ano naman, ang first impression agad, pag setup niya, sobrang dali daw talaga. Sobrang ease of use. Kung sanay ka gumamit ng cellphone, it won't be bothering. Kung parang kung sanay ka gumamit din ng Google Chrome, it's not much different. Parang kailangan lang masync mo lang yung cellphone mo at yung Xbox. After nun, okay na. Once ma-register na niya yung sa iyo yung unit, okay na. Parang mag-start na siya. Of course, mag-download ka pa ng updates and all. Pero that's kind of expected these days. I really can't say much dun sa update niya for the reason na it really depends sa internet speed mo. Kasi alam mo naman speed dito sa Pilipinas. Minsan maganda, minsan pangit, pero most of the time sobrang bagal. So yun lang siguro ayoko with modern gaming and ang dami mong ina-update. Pero in general, yung interface niya once na mag-start na yung system, it's not surprising. Siguro nga ang dating doon parang ito na yon. For the reason na nakita na ng mga it's the same interface as yung mga naglalaro ng Xbox. Ito yung nakita na nila before. It's the same interface. Ang idea kasi nun is hindi drastic ang experience mo. Once na pumasok ka sa system, pag gumagamit ka ng Xbox before, it's not a big shift. Or it's more of familiarity. So in a sense, the interface is lackluster. Parang, wala na. Parang, ito na yun. Gamit ko na before. Pero kagandahan naman sa kanya, it's ang bilis niya. Well, I think ang pinaka dito so lahat ng consoles is that yun nga, yung SSD is really giving the performance talaga for the system, and that is something na mararamdaman natin with all the new consoles talaga, that the SSD is one of the main features talaga ng games today. So ang kagandahan din ng ginawa ng Xbox Series X and S is gumagana yung mga peripherals na ginagamit mo sa Xbox One. So in a sense, if you are coming from that previous generation, then you won't have any issues with the current generation, the new generation, kasi nga you can use all your gadgets na kasama mga controllers mo, should be fine. Kung meron kang iba pang klaseng mga controller na pwede sa Xbox One, then you should be fine kasi magagamit pa rin niya. Note that yung Xbox One introduced yung tinatawag nilang impact triggers. Impact triggers kasi it's a more precise haptic feedback. So nung sa Xbox One, in a sense parang mas advanced sila kesa sa PlayStation, kasi PlayStation 4 na parang regular haptic feedback lang din. Nag-shake lang na normal, nothing really new. Ang ginawa ng impact triggers is meron din siyang parang left and right na vibrations na parang mas nararamdaman mo rin yung actual game kesa yung normal. This will be compared later mamaya sa ginagawa ng PlayStation 5 naman. Siguro ang pinaka-standout sa ginawa ng Xbox is the quick resume function. Ang kagandahan nito is you can immediately stop the game. Parin, nanonood ka ng cutscene. Tapos biglang sinabi sa'yo ng isang kaibigan, uy, laro muna tayo ng game na ganito. So, laro kayo ng ibang game. Tapos, maya-maya, gusto mo na balikan yung game na iniwan mo kanina. Pagbalik mo sa game na yun, nandun ka pa rin sa cutscene na kung saan mo siya iniwan kanina. For the first time, I can't remember any console na nakagawa ng ganun. I think the closest lang na pwedeng ma-compare ko doon is using emulators. Kasi emulators, meron silang tinatawag na save state. Save state kasi you can save at any point in the game, kahit cutscene pa siya or naalala niya kailan mo ginawa yung pag-save na yun. I think this has that same feeling na sinesave niya yung current state ng game. Tapos ang kagandahan doon, switching between games, ang bilis. Wala kang dinadaanan na cutscene, wala kang dinadaanan pala na intro. Ang loading niya, sobrang bilis lang. Siguro magano ka lang a few seconds. Wala pang 1 minute. Pero balik ka na agad dun sa cutscene na naiwan mo. Kasi ang mangyayari dun, if you are a person na palipat-lipat ng game, this can really quicken up the game for you. Hindi kayo naghihintay na, pag load ko nito, pwede mo na ako kumuha ng pagkain tapos hintayin ko mag-load. As in, grabe din yung first time niload ko yung Forza Horizon 4, grabe talagang hintayan ang ginawa ko dun. Pero yun nga that's the difference of using an old hard drive. As in, pag hard drive ang gamit ko, talaga sobrang bagal talaga mag-load. Tapos pag ngayon SSD na yung ginagamit, halos instantaneous na siya. Yung mas maliit na console, yung Series X, impressive din yung nagagawa niya considering it has a weaker processor. Kasi ang idea nga nila dito, the console must be cheaper. Pero wala kang Blu-ray drive. Ang idea nga nila dito is basically it's a cheap console that anybody can afford. It might not be your primary console, but you might think of getting one. It is affordable. And I can't deny, parang presyong Nintendo Switch lang siya. Baka nga mas mura pa. Depende ka lang siguro kung nasaan ka. Pero yun nga, ang mura ng presyo niya for high-end gaming. As in, ang idea nga niya, it can play any game na ilalabas sa Series X. Problem na sa kanya, wala siyang Blu-ray drive at mas mahina nga yung processor niya. Yun nga, as I said earlier, sabi nila, hindi daw may impact yung graphics, pareho lang naman daw. Ang difference lang niya is yung resolution. Yung Series X should do 4K, yung Series S naman is highest resolution niya is 1440p. Kung wala ka naman 4K na TV, then the Series S should be fine. Problema dito is merong isang game na nagsabi na sila na Capcom, I think, ang gumawa. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition is not going to support ray tracing sa Series S, pero kaya naman sa Series X. I don't know kung anong doon, kung ano yun, tinatamad lang ba talaga ang Capcom sa paggawa ng ray tracing, kasi sabi nga ng Microsoft, it should work fine. At yung mga demo na pinapakita ng Watchdogs, pinakita naman nila na walang problema ang ray tracing sa kanila. So, what's the issue with Devil May Cry 5? I don't know if it's a programming thing. I don't know what they're working on. Bakit ganun yung issue? So, it's a bit disappointing yung na yan. Pero yung pinakita sa Watchdogs Legion, maganda siya. And the game looks fine. Mabilis ang performance. So, it's promising. Ang lang sa Series X din is ang liit ng capacity ng SSD. Yung capacity niya is 512 GB. Note, ang Series X kasi is 1 TB. Ang problema dito is system files pa lang niya, halos 200 GB na ang kakainin. Or 100 something, 180, 160 gigabytes. Pero with a 512 gigabyte capacity, so matitira lang siguro is mga 300 plus gigabytes of usable space sa Series S. At least sa Series X, may matitira pa sa yung 800 plus. So medyo concerning lang yung space. Siguro at first, yung lalo na kung hindi ka naman hardcore gamer, you might not need that kind of space. Pero example, maglalaro ka lang ng Call of Duty. Ang balita ko, 280 GB yung file size nun. Yung pa lang, ubos na ang 300 GB mo. Ano pa ilalagay mo sa system? So, baka ma-pressure kang bumili ng expansion card para lang makapagsaksak ka ng iba pang games. Note, ang expansion card ng Xbox is worth around $200 or siguro sa Pilipinas siguro maglalaro siya from 8,000, 10,000, baka umabot pa nga na 11,000. So sa presyong babayaran mo, baka maya-maya mas makasulit ka pa lalo sa Series X na lang kaysa mag Series S ka. Medyo nakakabitin talaga yung space. Pero if you're not into hardcore games, siguro medyo okay pa yung baka okay sa iyo Series S. Ang gusto ko naman sa ginawa ng Xbox is yung SSD niya is modular. So, in the future, baka may possibility madali lang siya i-repair. Ang problem lang kasi, ang ano ko kasi is how can they be repaired in the long run. So, since modular yung part, I'm just happy to know na if there's a possibility of repair at some point. Ang kagandahan siguro din ng Xbox is that, well, kung nasa US ka, ang kagandahan dito is they're actually offering when you buy an Xbox, lalo na pag deferred payment pag kinuha mo, I think they are also immediately offering Game Pass as part of that deferred payment plan. So, mangyayari doon, pag meron kang Game Pass, pag malalaro ka agad na games. As in, you're not completely blanked out dun sa ano. And since nag-offer sila ng deferred payment, hindi mo mabigat sa bulsa mo. Tapos, if you're not familiar what Game Pass is, it's like, it's really like Netflix of video games. Netflix for the reason na marami ka agad selection. Just pay monthly fee. Tapos you have tons of games that you can play. Tapos you can finish. Hindi siya mga demo, as in they're full games. Pero it's like Netflix nga na parang they will add games every month. They will also remove games every month. But ang kagandahan ng Game Pass is bago yung mga games nila. They have lots of games na bagong-bago. Tapos they can also promise yung mga day one games. Ibig sabihin ng day one is it means na as soon as they are released sa for selling, you immediately get it then sa Game Pass. You can immediately play it. So ang malaking chance dito is halos lahat yata ng Microsoft branded games, you immediately get it on the first day. Pero personally testing yung Game Pass sa PC, it already offers 200 plus games. Hindi lang kasi sa advertising nila 100 games daw eh. They're already offering 200 plus games. Tapos I think sa Xbox din is another 200 plus. So it's a lot of games to choose from. Tapos bago pa lahat. So ang dami mong pwedeng laruin if you are part of that Game Pass. Ang problem lang ng Xbox X and S ngayon is that they have nothing much to show. They have games na ilalabas. I think they have 19 games on launch. Pero there is nothing na mag-highlight ng system nila. Wala silang first party na magsasabi sa'yo na, wow, ang ganda niya. Wala. Wala lahat yon. As in, ang supposed to be highlight nila is yung Halo Infinity. Problema, nawala yon noong August kasi they said na i-extend nila ang deadline. So na-miss out nila yung supposed to be na release date ng Halo. So sayang. So wala silang game. Although ang kagandahan naman ng ginawa nila is naglabas naman sila ng mga games na enhanced versions. So you can experience old games or previous generation games with high performance graphics. So yun naman ang kagandahan sa kanya. Pero there is no game talaga na that will highlight the system. Meron siyang Watchdogs Legion. Pero remember, Watchdogs Legion is also available sa PS5. So in a sense, walang exclusive game talaga. And considering Watchdogs Legion is a transitional game, meaning na it's a game available on Xbox One pati sa Xbox Series X and S. Ang bonus din sa Series X and S is lahat ng Xbox games, well, majority ng Xbox games from Xbox One and to the oldest Xbox na original, gumagana siya. And so if you like running old games, there's a chance that you can get it to run without any issues. I think they listed din mga games na hindi tumatakbo. Pero konti lang talaga. It's just basically a handful of games na out of thousands of games that are running fine. Okay, so what I can say about the Xbox itself is refined yung system. Wala ka masyado makikitang issue. Kung may issue man, it's a hardware limitation. Pero in itself, everything's working fine as it should be. So that's my part 1 of the video. As I am talking right now, I just got an announcement na some stores are already selling the Xbox Series S at 19,000, siguro close to 20,000 na. Ayun, so that already gives us a little idea kung magkano yung consoles at this time. Kasi some stores already announced na magkakaroon sila ng PlayStation 5 at 27 or close to 28,000. Wala pa tayong pricing in terms of Xbox Series X. So we should give that siguro a few days more. The consoles are not officially released dito sa Pilipinas. I think ang pinaka-official lang ngayon is the PlayStation. But we have to expect na meron talagang increase yung price dito. Kasi nga it's really dito. Iba yung market dito sa Pilipinas eh. We really can't expect the pricing na pinagawa sa US is ganun din ay bibigay sa ating presyo dito sa Pilipinas. We always have to expect na it's a little slightly higher, lalo na bagong-bago pa lang yung console. We do hope na sana bumaba rin yung presyo in the coming months, but not immediately. So if you're in a rush to buy the console, just expect na talagang may increase yung price niya. Okay? So sa PlayStation lang, I don't know kasi official to eh. It came already from PlayStation Asia na talagang 27,000 yung price ng console nila. So I don't know kung bababa pa yung presyo nun the future. Maybe, possibly, lalo na pag naglabas sila ng bagong version of it. Pag bagong-bago talaga, it's gonna be expensive. Pero pag kapag tumatagal, lalo na pag na-refine na nila yung hardware, lalabas sila ng bagong version, tapos yung lumang version, yun yung bababa. We just hope na sana bababa nga yung presyo. Pero think about it this way. Nung first time lumabas yung Nintendo Switch, I think it's like 25,000 pa. And that's really expensive. That's really, really way above the pricing talaga na alam natin. Pero ngayon, magkano na siya ngayon? For the same unit, magkano to? 18,000? Ganun talaga eh. Ganun talaga ang pricing din sa Pilipinas eh. So, I'll continue talking about the PlayStation 5 on the next video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.